Hey there, I'm Slightly Froggy. Welcome back to my stream. Today I'm continuing my playthrough of The Forgotten City. Now, where we last left off in the last stream, uh, I fell through a hole in the floor. I don't really know who I am. I followed a man into into these ruins. At the very heavy persistence of some lady I don't know, whose name is Karen. Hey there, Kay. Hey there, Kwa. Welcome back to the stream. Yes, it is me, the hole person. I fell through a hole in the floor. And I ended up in a city of sorts, and there's the golden rule. It's the one rule, but nobody seems to really know what it is, so they've just decided no general sins at all, and that should be okay. But apparently if somebody breaks the golden rule, everybody suffers. Karen's man, they're the worst. I know, right? Ancient Roman city, yes. And so I got to meet the magistrate, who kind of was giving me the lay of the land. He wants my help in finding out who's going to break the golden rule in the hopes that I can stop it. And in the process of me getting caught up in the middle of some drama, the golden rule was broken. Maybe by me? I don't know. But everything went very scary and dark, and statues were trying to kill me. So, we have now gone back in time again. So the big... I realize I'm forgetting a lot of pieces here. It's still me processing everything. So, somebody had been poisoned. And so the antidote for the poison was being overcharged by this sleazy dirtbag who works in the market. So I stole it. That's when the golden rule business went down. So maybe stealing's is the golden rule. It's like, don't steal. We don't know. But I managed to go loop through time. I came back. I've now got the antidote. I saved that woman's life, so maybe she can give us some clarification as to who was trying to kill her. Yes, the many shall suffer for the sins of the stolen antidote. I was just trying to save a woman's life. It's like it's stealing bread to feed your starving children. It's like, it's the same logic. I don't know, maybe it was just impeccable timing. So we're going to give people just a couple of minutes. I know I'm starting late. That is because Steam decided that, as per the Tuesday night tradition, it was going to have problems. So I had no connection to the server. That's okay, JJ. I'm still figuring it out. So, I'm only about, like, an hour into the Forgotten City. I'm gonna minus 10 minutes from last night because, we had some, graphical issues. Also, as a bit of a warning, for those watching, I apologize for the bad graphical quality of this game. I'm sure running on a proper PC with, the specs that can handle it, it probably looks amazing. Unfortunately, my computer is a little limited in that respect. Hey there, Gabsby. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well this evening. I know, it's a content game, not a graphics game, but at the same time, I feel the need to apologize. If you're watching this and the graphics suck a little bit, that's my PC's fault, and I'm sorry. I'm in the process of trying to update it. This is the problem. I'm used to not so great graphics. That's how I've been playing Elden Ring for the past month. But still, even on Max, it doesn't look amazing. Okay, I'll trust you on that. I can't see what it looks like on Max. My computer could not handle it. Ever drink so much you forget the whole city? Yes, the Froggyton City. Hey there, Olaf. Welcome back to the stream. Man, it's a city of forgotten people who are able to live on for centuries. It's eternal life, but you can't break the golden rule, but nobody really knows what the rule is. So, guess? Obviously, poisoning is not the golden rule, because somebody got poisoned. Unless she took it willingly? I don't know. Like, we'll have to talk to her now that she's woken up. Also, You will be able to hear me okay once we start playing, but potentially this is not going to be in sync with what I'm saying. Unfortunately, it is again the technical capabilities of my computer. I will never stop apologizing for my PC. I love it, and it's served me well for a long time. Unfortunately, it's got its problems. Yes, the plot thickens. The golden plot thickens. Do unto others something something like that. Yeah. I don't know, maybe that person wanted to be poisoned, so by poisoning somebody else, it's what they would want done to them, so it's not breaking the golden rule. I'm not sure. We're still trying to figure this out. Just don't be a dick. Man, then that shop guy would have broken the golden rule like ages ago when he's just like, oh, you want the antidote to save this dying lady who's been poisoned? No, that's gonna cost you $1,000. Like, I'm trying to remember what the currency is. It's a ridiculous amount of money. Like, he even says, it would take you 4 years to save up for that. Golden rule is last one out the door turns the light off. Yep. Leave the party before 10 p.m. That's the golden rule. Denari, thank you. I'm still getting caught up with the historical context of this. I did pick the archaeologist route, so my character is going to be a bit more knowledgeable on these things. So I will be hoping that my player character will know more about this than I do. So I think now's probably a good time for us to get started. Doesn't take into account that some people are into some weird stuff like Coldplay. You know what? I'll give you credit for not defaulting to Nickelback. I feel like everybody defaults to like, ugh, bad music, Nickelback. I'm not saying Nickelback's particularly good. I'm just saying it's just as like bland and forgettable as a lot of other bands out there. Like Coldplay is just as valid an answer. All right, we will continue as Froggy. And heads up, there will be spoilers as the game is being played. I'm going into it fresh. I've asked chat not to spoil anything for me, as this is a plot game. But heads up, we will be playing the game. I don't know. I know you guys said on the last stream that it would make more sense once we're playing it, where it's like, this is what it means by, like, don't spoil. Radio. Might not even really need help with anything either, to be honest. Well, we'll see. I needed it yesterday when I panicked, when I was getting chased by statues. I know, like, Coldplay's fine. I don't know if there's a band I can think of off the top of my head that I hate. Most usually have at least, like, one good song. Game's pretty straightforward, yeah. Oh, and I've got my zipline now. This is taking a little bit to load. Hopefully everything's okay. Here we go. Lily? Hey, hi! I saved you. Oh, here we go.
It's you. Sorry.
Took it a minute.
Out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose.
I
Was there something
suppose.
you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Yeah, can I ask what happened to you? Actually, here, let's start off with what's your story? Yeah, I just needed to load everything. I'm just in a dark room with a woman crying, staring at the wall. Keep everybody's nickels. Alright. So what's your story,
You
Lulia?
mean my life story?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came.
Always comes back to the fires.
My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Volta.
Yep, that's it.
But they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless, and it claimed everything. And everyone.
Oh no.
Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember.
I'm sure it'll
diving
fit in
into the
somewhere.
river, and then the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing. Given what's happened since.
Oh, okay. So, one other thing. So, nobody knows how to get out of here. So, it's like, oh, I wonder if she tried to kill herself. I wonder if that's what it was. Ooh, okay. Why? What happened here?
I can tell you, but it's a long story.
I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii.
Ooh.
She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Oh. Why would he lend you so much money, thinking you'd be out of here before you ever had to pay back the loan? Okay, well, why would he lend you so much money? I'm not gonna... The relationships matter.
I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years.
Okay.
But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Poison?
Hemlock.
Yeah. Oh no.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused.
Yeah.
She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware."
Aw.
Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed.
Aww.
She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Oh. Surely that would have broken the golden rule. Did you try to get out of it? We don't know what the golden... I'll say it, but that's because I have no clue what this is.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa, confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. On my hands and knees,
I'll answer that in a minute.
For hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot."
Aww.
Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
Okay, so, before I answer that question about Outer Wilds, hold on. I need to close the blinds, one moment. The sun's getting wonky with my green screen here. Okay. Ooh, I know, right? It's very sunny here, so of course we had the blinds open, but now that my green screen is up, unfortunately, doesn't work super hot with that. So, yes. Let me catch up on chat here. Outer Wilds, yes. I have played Outer Wilds. I haven't played the DLC yet. I was told it was creepy, and I already find Outer Wilds kind of eerie. I hate the anglerfish. They scare me a lot. I hate them. Let's see here. Golden rule is absolutely not. Don't be a dick, otherwise everyone here will be cussing through your Okay. I know. I gotta do it. Man, I already hate the anglerfish, though. Okay, back to the game. Okay, so her hemlock, so you poisoned yourself.
I just wanted it to be over.
Aww.
But it seems I messed that up, too. Should have drunk all of it.
Sorry to hear that. You're not exactly innocent in all this. Well, no, it's... Oh, come on.
I brought it on myself.
Okay.
I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what'll happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
That's okay, we'll just remember it for next time. The poison. Cusco's poison. The poison big just to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. I'm sorry, can I do anything to help?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me.
Man, I love Emperor's New Groove.
To escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I have a better idea. How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night.
Ulpius?
He's in exactly the same position as I
Oh.
am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Oh, figure out how to stop him from killing himself. Perhaps I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but...
I know.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got a lot of side quests to prioritize here. Ooh, let's prioritize the quest. Here, you know what? We'll stick with this. It's a first playthrough. Okay, so we got Lulia. That's done. I don't know where the bluffs are. Oh.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Yeah, majestic. Anyway. Game is so side quest heavy, they become main quests. Up there? Ah! Where are you? Okay. He's up. I can't get up there. Is there a side way? No. Okay. Long way? Oh, no. Okay. Hi.
Hey, Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
Head towards the doctors and take a right before you get there.
It
Oh.
won't work.
Oh, they've got a whole thing going on.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Yeah, it's great. Okay, right, here we go. Don't stop looking at me. Oh, there. Okay, I see it. I see it. I can't stop to look. I'm in a rush. Oh goodness, this is chugging. I'm gonna know why it's helpful if you ever feel lost. That's good. I will keep that in mind. Huh, okay. Hello. Oh, almost there. Almost there. Almost there. You! Hey!
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing. How are you faring so far?
So the frame of reference for that is the statues turn their head like the weeping angels in Doctor Who. So like you look at them and they're facing one way, but then when you look back at them, they're facing you. So that's why. These ones won't kill you right now. They only kill you if you break the golden rule. Okay, actually I really need to talk to Ulpius.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you.
That's a very good
I
one.
look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
No!
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
Oh no.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life?
Oh
working
no!
for a man who treats me
Let
like
me
an animal?
speak up. Let me say something.
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius.
Yeah, they're pretty spooky.
Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
I mean,
Please,
fair.
Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Okay. Alright, I'll talk to him. Oh, where's my mouse? Oh, here we go. Alright, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Okay. Where is my mouse? Ulpius, can we talk?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
I was just gonna ask you what's wrong. No, I think you have the right to die if you're suffering badly enough. It's wrong and you know it.
You're not going to trick me.
Don't, no.
I intend to go through with it.
Oh, I just think there are reasons to stay out.
Like what? I'm stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for?
Maybe we can be friends.
You're just saying that to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out.
Oh no.
Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Oh. Ask him how she would feel about his suicide.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Was that my fault? Suicide didn't break the golden rule. What does that mean?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
I mean, yeah. Was that my fault?
That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived.
I'm new in town. So what happens now?
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Alright. Well, I guess I better make my way back down. Stop looking at me. Oh, and there she goes. Fell into passing pillow truck. The trampoline delivery.
Salve, friend.
Now is not the time to be saying salve. Takes Legend video game. I have 2 pennies, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that that happens that often. Ooh, the game is chugging. Actually, what is this? Navia. I'm locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Navia. Oh, next page. Something's going on in there. Maybe he survived? I'm not getting my hopes up on that one. So that's the villa, I'm assuming? Whoop, hello. Oh, I could have ziplined. Or no, I guess that was if I was up there. Let's see. Villa's where you jump to. Yes.
Keeping an eye on things, Horatius?
As always, Priestess. Fresh meat, huh?
We don't know. Okay, because this is the villa. But if somebody gets... Jeez. Okay, I need to talk to the magistrate. Oh, yes, hello. Magistrate.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am.
Yeah.
May I know your name?
Frog game, we've had this conversation before.
We have?
Yes.
Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here.
I know, it's touching
I
everybody.
must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over.
Don't call people you haven't met fresh meat.
If so, what happened?
I couldn't stop it from being broken.
Ah, I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered, and do better next time.
I'm trying, man.
I assume you sought me out again for a reason.
Can we talk about who's gonna break it? I was hoping to ask you some questions. Yeah, okay, so can we talk about who's going to break the golden rule?
Of course. What is it?
One of the golden rules is not to call I didn't say, it's me! I hate it when people do that. Actually... No, never mind, I need more time to
Why
investigate.
then did you say... it doesn't matter. Looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I was hoping to ask you some questions about my investigation.
Ask them.
What did you mean when you said Proserpina sent me? How does this ritual work? Do you have any suspects? Do this help me get back to my own time? I know, yeah, I'm just trying to think of what questions I've already asked him. So, how does... Oh, wait, that kills him. I know, all the jumble of side quests. Do you have any suspects?
Do you ever stare at a problem
Oh, yeah, he did
so
say
long
this.
that you can't see it for what it is anymore?
I just didn't want to go back and be like, then why did you ask... Oh.
Fresh pair of eyes.
Tell me what you really think.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda.
Sounds like politics.
Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
Let's see. Why can't you investigate? Has the ritual work? Is there anything else I can really ask him, though? Because I know how the ritual works, kind of. Well, okay.
All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across
I'm just going to
instructions.
talk about with him later again.
I
Let's see
have
if
to
we're
recite
quest.
a prayer.
Okay.
And of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal.
Okay.
In this case, the sacrifice... I don't suppose you...
I did see human remains in the temple.
I assume that was me.
Over.
If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
You've already done it. I'll do my best.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
Okay, I don't really... There's not much...
Good. Now, was there something else you wanted to discuss?
Let's see. Do I know what his story is? I don't think I actually know.
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
What's a decurion?
It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command.
Hi!
Uniform.
Why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
Okay. How did you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction.
The fires.
They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
So how did you come to be magistrate?
I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents.
I'll answer that in a second.
Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
Okay, so he is technically the one who summoned me here. Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. Well, today's, like, their big election. So it's also, like, a particularly big day for them as well. So I imagine he thinks, like, shifty stuff is gonna happen regardless. Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, he was the one that kind of partially opened the portal to summon me here. Or if it was like, oh, if the golden rule was about to be broken, a time portal would open up to bring in somebody who could warn us and potentially fix the problem before it happens. And that's sort of how I'm here, and that's how the time loop happens. It's sort of, yeah, he's technically the reason why I'm here, even though he's not the one who led me in here.
Very well.
Alright, do you know a way out of here?
If I did, I'd have led these people out of here already.
Oh, okay. So what do you think about the golden rule?
I've had plenty of time to think about it.
Kinda,
Let's see
yeah.
if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's a simple
Kind of, yeah.
The real enemy in this place is not the golden rule, but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question.
Kind of, yeah. He's at the center of it. Okay, so I better get back to it.
I'll be waiting here for news.
Okay. So, I think tab... Okay, leads. So, point of origin, the golden rule. Permanent solution. Figure out how to stop Ulpius from killing himself. Ask Ulpius how Centilla would feel about his suicide. Okay. So I'll need to try that again. What other ones do we have here? These sound effects are loud. Been asked to find a treatment for rheumatism for a patient who is suffering. Figure out treatment for rheumatism. I'll need to speak to Navia or find the solution another way. Optional, reach Navia in the palace. Oh, yeah, she's locked herself in, right? Okay. Oh. There we go. Because it was... Yeah, what's your deal?
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
What's your story?
Her name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
Yes. Why are you dressed like a gladiator?
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
That's why. Okay, but you're nowhere near an arena.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
Do you know a way out of here?
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah, this place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
I think it's gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
He's gonna kill the gods. Sounds great. Can I help in any way? How's he going to do that?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Okay. Sounds great. Can I help in some way?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Alrighty. Who are you gonna vote for?
Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter, how can we trust him to protect us?
I will be going now.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Yeah. I want to see what this is. I can read this. Sentius and Malleolus, same excrement, different smell. Oh, that's great. Okay. What? I'm sorry, what? Stop it. There's a lot of little areas around here. Okay. It's just a good melon is. I know. Always means well. Anybody else here? No? Okay. Come on, computer. Let me run. Yeah, let's see what this is. Okay, so somebody was in a rush. Ooh. Okay. There's another way in? It says I need the bow. Oh, okay. Then I'll seek the bow. Okay, so straight as an arrow. What's this one? A bow might come in useful. Obtain a bow. Excellent. Where would I find that? Okay. Okay, so I can start there and drop off. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm just trying to find the different zipline spots. Okay. There's that one. There's nothing over this way. Okay. Sorry, I'm still exploring town, so I'm still trying to just get my bearings. Here. Can't go that way. And that's too high up. Oh, there's something over this way, though. Yeah, I haven't seen everything yet, so. I know everybody's got something of a routine, though. So. Oh! Here's the toilets. Theophilus had an orgy with 4 girls here and disappointed all of them equally. Oh, money. Communal public toilets. These holes must be designed for use with the sponge on a stick. Sponge. Achievement unlocked. Unhygienic. A small stick with a sponge attached. This must be what the Romans used instead of toilet paper. It appears to be for communal use. Ugh. Best to put this back immediately. Don't mind if I do. So you said there's money? Wipe with scrunge. Ooh. Oh. I'll read that on the other way. Oh.
Salve. Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome
White
to the little
pipe.
community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. I hear we have you to thank for saving Julia's life. I'm glad you arrived when you did.
What's your story?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing.
Fun.
But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
No, I do. Tell me about the city's history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Okay, what does that mean?
I'm not sure. It could mean that the Romans, who first started building here, were just copying Greek architecture, which they do all the time. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs
It does a bit.
interesting question.
Ah.
Who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Tell me about the city's architecture.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple.
But you know what? How many people have probably told him, like, that's boring, I don't want to hear it.
And the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
So they bring water into the city. Could we use them to escape?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow.
Yeah.
Just please try to be a bit more discreet about it.
Water under the bridge. Figure out how to get into the upper cistern. Okay, tell me about the temple up on the bluff.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Well, okay. Do you know a way out of here?
You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. But I tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the golden rule. But once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad.
It's not so bad.
Nothing new to me, anyway.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Novio Magus, and learned to expect a bit of hostility. They weren't nearly as tolerant as the Romans.
What does that mean? Okay, so what do you think about the golden rule?
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care. Which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
I think so, yes.
Good.
Ah, that good old existential dread.
That there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving may not be an option.
So how do you remove a god? You kill a god?
Good question.
Yeah.
It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
He does. Like, hello, my name is John Smith. I noticed the graffiti. What does it mean?
Oh, it means someone thinks I'm a sinner, and that I'm going to break the golden rule.
Why does someone think that?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Okay. I had a feeling that's what he was implying earlier, but I wasn't sure. Okay. I know, right? I see.
And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Novio Magus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years?
Aww.
Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least I thought that was the case.
Oh.
It seems I was wrong.
So do you know who's writing the graffiti?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding.
The Christians!
All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
Let me look into it for you.
What? Really? I didn't expect that.
I want to help him. He's been nice.
It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect
Aw.
they're just confused.
Figure out who's threatening Virgil. I'll get right on it.
Come back and let me know what you find.
Okay. Alright. Oh. Sinner. Oh, okay. Jeez. Alright, let's see. Hello.
Greetings and salutations.
Who are you?
Greetings. I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary.
Thank you.
Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
Well, my nation doesn't exist yet.
Is this a riddle, or perhaps you mean to say you feel like you are ahead of your time?
Sure.
I feel the same way. Another reason for us to stick together. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
Sure, I'm a nosy bitch. What's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forest.
Why set up a tailor shop here?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Yes, more or less.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our faith. Don't you agree?
I suppose so.
Oh, and there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at. I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
Aww. So how did you end up here?
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
That seems to be the common thing. So why don't you tell me what you do remember?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and droning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy.
Alright.
Quite a lot of it, in fact.
Georgius knows how to party.
I had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
So you floated down the Tiber.
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a...
Easy work for him.
I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave,
Ooh, a he.
discovered that trapdoor temple, and here I am.
Let's talk about something else.
Anything you like.
Do you know a way out of here?
Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Sorry, did I say the wrong thing?
Have you not been told about the last attempt?
No, the last attempt. Tell me.
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. It is a long story.
Why don't you tell me?
Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Why hasn't anyone done that yet?
They have. I am getting to that.
Oh.
There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends.
Ooh.
So it seems that to merely
Trying.
attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place. And so I say, it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
So there's more than one golden rule. So what do you think about the golden rule?
Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Why do you say that?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The golden rule has merely brought it
Yep,
into
don't
focus.
talk about it. So what can we do about it?
If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing.
Oh, sounds simple enough.
It does, doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to do this alone. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
I know, I've seen it happen.
Ah, the voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the golden rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
Aw. So who are you gonna vote for?
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malone. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Anything I can do to change that?
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
Okay. Any idea who's threatening Virgil?
This is troubling, is it not? I'm afraid I have no idea. It is ridiculous, though. Virgil is a fine man.
Fine.
But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his shop front last night. Perhaps you should ask her about it.
Alright, Fabia. I will be going now.
Hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Okay, so question. Would I have to grab the antidote again? In order to save her again? Do I have to keep doing it? Like, because there it is. Nope, okay. So I'm fine. So, but I will have to save her if it restarts again, right? You have it forever? Oh, okay, so I have to rush to her to save her. Who is... Oh, hello. Who are you? Oh, ha! I didn't recognize you there for a
So
second.
you used the device I made, and it worked! Anyway, I'm sorry to ask, but is there any chance you'd be willing to do me a favor?
What do you need?
Well, I've been trying to get this rare flower from the rock spire in the middle of the lake. It's too steep to climb, so I hung a rope over the lake and made this pulley device, only I couldn't quite summon the nerve to use it. Do you think you could use the device again and try to get that flower for me?
Sure, why not? Wait, why do you need it?
I don't really feel comfortable talking about it.
Come on, do you have a little crush on someone?
Look, I'll tell you everything if you get it for me, alright?
Fine. Sure, why not?
Oh, thank you. It would help me a lot. There's no rush, just whenever you get a chance.
See what I can do. Actually, do I know his story?
Well, it's a long one and kind of sad, but...
Admittedly, I haven't played Majora's Mask. I have time.
I'm a farmer. Always have been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and 2 little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. I sprinted so fast I almost threw up. But by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground,
Oh.
and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after,
Oh.
and things went downhill from there. I took over the farmstead, but I was young. It was a struggle. More raiding started before too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted.
Oh.
I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before that soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle. But there were more of them. I never saw how many. The next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. It still burns whenever I think about it.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved. So, then I found myself being transported all the way to Rome to be sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways, Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times, but they always found me, and I'd just end up right back where I was. I'd probably still be there too, if it wasn't for the stampedes breaking out. You see, about 7 months ago, an enormous fire broke out in Rome. Everyone was running down toward the river, screaming and shouting. I'd never seen anything like it. Human beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. The next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out of a river. Stumbled across this place and started my life over again.
I'm glad things worked out in the end.
That's what I thought too, for a while.
Oh.
But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again, safe from the grasping hands of the Romans. Or so I thought. Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I hand over all my produce. It's for the good of us all, he says. Only he takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right? So, it turns out our dear old magistrate is no better than the legion thugs who took everything from me. I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting, and he'll get his, one day. He'll get his. Forget I said that last part, will you? I get carried away sometimes.
Nemesis? Sure, lie. We'll see. Oh, how do we respond to this? I mean, will it affect it if I say sure, but like me as a player remember it? Ooh, I don't want to lie to him. I'll just say sure.
Thanks, friend. I knew I liked you. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
What do you do you know a way out of here?
Well, as much as I'd love to get out of here, the harvest's always more fruitful in another man's field, isn't it? But Centilla, Sentius's daughter, went missing a few weeks back.
Hmm.
Could be she found a way out. If anyone knows for sure, it'll be her sister, Sentia. But she'd never tell the likes of me.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Oh, I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about what it means to be good and just get on with it, you know?
I mean, he's got a point. It's like, just live your life, man. Who cares? What do you think about the election?
I can't see how I could vote for either candidate. I don't like Sentius much, but Malleolus is almost as bad. Even I could do a better job. Me, a farmer. And I've never given a speech or put on a toga in my life.
Alright, I'll be going now.
Alright, see you around.
Okay, so what happens if it hits the end of the day? And, yeah, I'd vote for him. What happens if it hits the end of the day and I haven't broken the Golden Rule, or... I don't know. What happens? He listens with their ear.
Greetings and
Ah,
salutations.
Georgius. Suppose I should...
May
Then
Apollo
things
keep
happen.
you safe.
Cretia... Interesting clothing. Okay. Just trying to think of my way back to the temple. Still doing push-ups, man. This guy never quits. If something happens eventually that breaks the Golden Rule, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. I know, but the last time the Golden Rule was broken, I did something that I thought maybe broke the Golden Rule, so... There's the Magistrate. Here's you. Here, can I... Horatius.
What is it?
Go right from the doctors while facing the villa and follow the path back to the temple. Okay. What's your story?
I'm a legionary of the First Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughter, I should say, and the others, and making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals.
Here, I'll catch up on chat. Okay, they did a similar experiment with pigeons. They would give pigeons food at random, and the pigeons would remember what they were doing when the food appeared, and would do it again to try and make the food appear again. Oh, I think I have heard about that experiment. Is there a time limit? I don't know. I've only lived one day, and admittedly, the day I lived previously was cut short. So... I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. So how'd you end up here?
I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing alright for myself. 12 years into my service.
He is
I had
rude.
a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl and pick up a little pendant from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire.
I know,
People were
jeez.
screaming.
Rude.
Each other. Then some genetricum fugitive tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant.
Ooh.
I remember chasing him through the crowds.
The earman.
And then nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Ah, don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the
Maybe.
mind, as labor does the body. That said,
Has one of those ear eyes.
Centilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit.
Oh. Can you tell me about the magistrate?
He's one of the better commanders I've ever had, that's for sure. Good stoic. Lives by Seneca's words. Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more than that.
That's... Everyone's got their own little opinion of the magistrate. Do you know a way out of here?
I went around asking the same questions when I first arrived. Never did find a way out. But I learned how to accept my situation. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. That's from Seneca the Younger. if you're interested.
Fan of Seneca the Younger, aren't you? Can I see the citizen register?
I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Sure. Oh no. Tavern keeper. Oh no. I'm having trouble reading this. Oh boy. Okay. Aurelia. Tavern keeper. He's never getting this back. Commoner or... Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to just take it and read it. Or reading mode. Perfect. Much better. Aurelia, commoner, tavern keeper, tavern and slum. Notes, claims to know a way out. Ooh. Claudia, patrician, wife of Malleolus. Villa, central. Notes, none. Decius, commoner, merchant, general. Okay. Okay, Or how do I... Oh. Here we go. Okay, Decius. I didn't see the little scroll bar off to the side. There we go. I'm figuring it out. I'm getting there. Commoner, merchant, general. Quarters, forum. Okay. Domitius. I'm terrible at these names. I apologize. The dreaded scroll. Commoner, Malleolus's guard. Slum. Okay. Elias. Names are very similar. Commoner, unable to work. Slum, imprisoned in warehouse? What? Equitia. I'm assuming that's how I pronounce it. I know, it's amazing. Patrician, Vestal priestess. In the villa. We have Fabia, commoner, who's the baker, lives in the slums. Galerius, commoner, farmer, lives in the slums. Georgius, merchant, clothes, lives in the forum. Hannibal, the cannibal. Foreigner, forage for scraps, lives in the slums. Died in cistern? Oh my god. Horatius, commoner, guard, slum. Okay. Kabash, foreigner, fisherman, slum. Notes, disappeared. Oh, so the foreigners banded together. Interesting. Lulia, patrician, debt bondsman to Malleolus. Lives in the villa. Livia, commoner, hairdresser, lives in the slums, now refuses to work. Lucretia, foreigner, nurse, lives in the slums. Okay. Malleolus, patrician, money lending, lives in the villa. Not to be trusted. Do not believe his lies. Navia, commoner, physician, locked herself in the palace. I gotta figure that out. Octavia, patrician, cleaning, gardening, lives in the villa. Okay. Yeah, I met her. Rufius, commoner, patrol, slum, increasingly agitated. They needed to note that. Sentia, patrician, a pupil, lives in the villa, restricted to her villa for her safety. Oh, because of Scintilla. Missing. Patrician, pupil, Sentius, patrician, magistrate, upper villa. Ulpius, commoner, debt bondsman to Malleolus, lives in the villa. And Virgil, commoner, architect, forum. Oh, he's not classed as a foreigner, I guess? Okay. I'm gonna take this. Thanks.
Of course.
You're definitely getting this back. Okay, what do you think about the golden rule?
Well, as I always say, it's kind of like a divine version of the practice of decimation in the Legion. By threatening to execute 1 in 10 men, the idea is to ensure order and discipline among everyone. And it works. If you knew you could be executed because your brother-in-arms is planning a mutiny, well, you'd bloody well watch him like 100-eyed Argus, wouldn't you? Because your only chance of
I'll be
saving
ready.
yourself is to stop bad things before they happen. Makes us all responsible for keeping each other in check. It's brutal, of course, but effective. The Legion wouldn't be
By the way, what happens if I die?
Without it.
Are you saying you're in favor of it?
What's done is done. I was forced to execute my brothers in arms, and those memories will always visit me in my sleep.
Ugh.
But life is harsh, and I've come to accept my lot. As with the Golden Rule, I don't have any control over it, so railing against it would be like trying to stop the seasons or the tides. As Seneca the Younger wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. For he that is...
Now I'm like, have I saved? Let's talk about something else. I'll be going now.
All right.
Okay. Here, now I can talk some more. Wait. I wanna talk. Wait, get back here.
What now?
What now? Okay.
Well, as I always say, by threatening, if you, because you're up, it's brutal.
There we go. I wanted to save. I'm sorry. That's what his face looks like. Okay. Yeah, just a big ear. What's that? Where I'm from, you'd be considered collective punishment, which is a war crime.
A war crime? Isn't that a contradiction in terms? As Cicero said, in times of war the law falls silent.
Our worlds are very different.
Seems that way. War crimes. Ridiculous.
Let's talk about something else.
You like?
Can we talk about Scintilla?
What business is that of yours?
I'm looking for her.
A lot of people have been looking for her. But it's been 3 weeks, and we've found nothing. What makes you think you can do better?
I don't know, I'm just really good at what I do. Fresh eyes help.
I suppose that's true.
I know what you did to her. Did you notice anything suspicious before she went missing?
Scintilla was always a kind, well-behaved young woman. I admit, her disappearance really caught me off guard. If anyone knows something, I'd expect it to be Sentia, Malleolus, Claudia, or Domitius. But none of them will tell me anything. You might fare better, though, I suppose.
Talk about something else.
Fine.
Who are you gonna vote for?
Not that it's any of your business. But my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius.
Shocker.
Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation. The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change.
I mean, can I help?
I appreciate the thought, but you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings.
There we go. Democracy in action. Alright. I'll be going now.
Alright. Please keep an eye out for anything that might lead us to Scintilla.
Okay. Let's see. Excuse me. Oh boy. It's this way, right? It'll give me the little sign for which direction I need to go in, correct? It's down this way. Oop. Why'd it get dark down there all of a sudden? Okay. Yes, but it follows Sentius. Oh, so it won't be the temple right away. Okay, I want a bit of a refresher as to where the temple is. Where's a bad eyesight? It's nighttime. Yeah.
On your best behavior, I trust.
In there, right? Oh, crap. I don't remember where it is, guys. It's been a bit. Or no, it was up this way. It's in here. Oh, right, yeah. I forgot I had the flashlight. Sorry, guys. My bad. Okay. What is over this way? Just trying to get my bearings a bit. Man, I'm about to put myself in a lot of trouble if I suddenly have to make a break for it, don't I? Will they freak out if they see my flashlight? Oh, stop looking at me. Stop it! They make witty comments. Okay.
May Apollo keep you safe. Feeling all right?
No way out of here.
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here.
I'll try not to.
I'm doing my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
Like patience. What do you think about the golden rule?
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but...
Oh.
No, that is definitely not normal.
Then forget I
There
even
was
said
one
it.
other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Livia, and she went a little mad.
Tell me more about her.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down there. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in me. One day she told me she'd made some "this changes everything," she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, and then she shut herself in the palace.
She said this yesterday,
the
in the last stream.
And nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed, and he's in constant pain.
I think I already...
He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just
maybe?
know Olivia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, I suppose.
I suppose. Can we talk about Lulia?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Do you think she was poisoned? Or, actually, we already know. I want something.
Gladly.
I'll be going.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving
There we go,
Julia's
saving.
life. Apollo smiles upon you.
I'll have to run back and do it again. Alright. It's just like, how much more do I want to do if I'm gonna have to go soon? Let's see.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi. What's your story?
My name's Dooley.
Oh.
I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
What did you do?
I don't know. I don't remember things so good.
Oh.
I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
Did somebody think you were going to steal?
Yes. But I wasn't. I was just looking.
Is that all?
They said I did it more than once. But I can't remember things so good.
Oh.
And they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
A liability.
Yes.
Oh.
They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words.
I want to cry.
Do you think you could read it for me?
Yes, I will read you anything. Alright. Magistrate Sentius Tedulius, I am writing to you in relation to your incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with the alleged lost treasure. While I am sympathetic to your plight and the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you an important message. The treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns, which are strictly off limits to all citizens, I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community and must have your freedom limited, lest you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you are incarcerated, should you experience further lapses in memory. The man can't read.
What does it say?
It says they caught you trespassing several times and they locked you up to stop you breaking the golden rule.
My treasure.
Oh, what treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad.
Oh.
He said, if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it.
Oh.
All I remember is he said something about the cisterns, but when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me, except my friend Galerius.
Oh.
And Ek, the priestess lady.
Oh.
She's a nice lady.
If you give me the key, I can try and find out what it unlocks.
Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you a lot.
Aw, well, let me talk to the magistrate about getting you out of here.
Galerius already tried that.
Oh.
He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
Maybe it's... Ooh. Maybe I'll just break you out.
What about the rules? I don't want everyone to get in trouble because I was bad.
Oh, then maybe it's time we had a new magistrate then.
Like Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius.
Oh, we can get Galerius. Ooh.
If you help make him magistrate,
Ooh.
you can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure.
Ooh.
Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know a way out of here?
You're going to let me out of here? Really?
Well, I can try, just... It's not what I said. I asked if you know a way out of here.
Please.
No!
I hate it here. It makes me very sad.
Oh, I want to cry. Oh, here, never mind. What do you think about the golden rule?
Gold? You mean treasure?
Oh no, all of these questions. Let's talk about your treasure.
My friend Hannibal used to look after me.
Oh.
He said he gave all I remember. Now nobody.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll be going now. I tried. Bye. I've just met you and I love you. Oh, this is unsettling. I haven't...
Help! You have to do something. A man arrived in the baths. Real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon.
What?
You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
Wait, oh, okay, What? I'll get right on it?
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere.
Oh, this is...
Hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
No. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
I heard a whisper, no.
We don't have time for this. I have to go.
Never mind, I don't know why I said that. Oh, okay.
The shrine is collapsing.
Oh! Okay. I didn't do anything. Okay. The priestess? Oh, really feel this. Hey there, Raven All-Terrain. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what this... Ah, you have a bow.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know Quintius.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business...
Yeah, I never should have come here.
I will put this arrow through your chest.
Not through my knee?
Is that understood?
I had to, sorry. Got it.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
We're just a small community of strangers who wound up here by accident.
A small community. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
Wait, what's a mystery cult? You got the wrong idea, we're not cultists.
You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
We didn't, I'm still looking... Not keeping a secret, we're all trapped in here.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave?
Who can leave if we want? Well, yes. It's not that we're not allowed to leave. We physically can't leave. There's no way out.
Threatening me is not going to help you. But in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me. And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
It's not a mantra. Oh, nope, that's gonna be. No?
Another lie. So you really do believe that? Fascinating. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense.
I'm gonna have to run, aren't I?
Tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
Man, I'm still figuring that out. They were once people who were turned to gold as punishment.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too.
Oh my god.
Disgust me.
We didn't turn them to gold. You're distorting what I said.
Yes, because I'm the real villain here.
You're the one with a weapon.
It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal, They just can't see what they've become.
Bro, I'm new
However,
here.
You still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quintius is. Do not waste it.
Let's go gold. Gold? Take all the gold you want? No, he's not gonna take gold. I have no idea who or where he is. What can you tell me about Quintius?
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burned half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
Oh. Wait, how do you know he set fire to Rome? Perhaps the Emperor was looking for a scapegoat.
Who are you to challenge what the Emperor
That
says?
probably wasn't a good idea.
Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome like he does? No, you do not.
I do not.
This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
Malleolus. Oh, so he's referring to Malleolus. I haven't met him yet. I know you. I wouldn't help you even if I didn't. Don't say that. I have no idea who or where he is.
Then you're of no use to me.
Then it's time to run.
Any last words?
Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. Fire that arrow, everyone here is going to die. You have no idea what you're in for. Do you? For the last time, I'm not a cultist. You said you wouldn't kill me if I told you the truth.
And there's a simple explanation for that. I lied.
No!
But if you want to know the truth before you die, here it is. Once I'm done with you and Quintia.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Time to run!
It's the statues. They're alive.
Time to zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. What? Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. 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 Oh, not in there, is it? Ah, crap. Alright. Flashlight, 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 flashlight. Zigzag. Yeah, Sentius! Virgil, no. I panicked. I was just like, ah, wrong turn. So that's what happens when the golden rule has been broken. And now I'm here. The day has begun anew. Oh, hello. Yes, friend.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me
Main goal completed. Run!
doing in this shrine of...
Froggy, you need to take... Froggy, we've had this conversation before. I've just come from the future. I got lost. I need to take care of some things urgently.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
Yes, a friend. Lilia is dying, but Lucretia can't help her without this Sylphium. Take some of it and go quickly.
Julia? Oh no. All right, I can do that.
Thank you. That's it. Now go fast as you can.
Go. But once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Will do. I will. Alright. I gotta. What? I died. I didn't know I could. Oops. Oh boy. So continue from probably out of yeah. Let's continue from last save. Hopefully I don't have to run. Oops, I fell from the cliff. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. What? Oh, okay. Oh. It showed Sentius and I panicked. Ziplinant.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind?
I need to take care of Lulia. Save her. Go!
I'll go. But once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know.
Yes, it's a very short game. Okay. Don't die again. How do I... There it is. Salve, friend! Oh, actually, I don't think I read this. Don't steal anything. Don't hurt anyone. Whoever wrote this didn't get a chance to finish, evidently. I know, it's not spacebar. I figured it out. Oh, I need to run and stop,
Isn't the great temple majestic?
It is. It's great. She will guide you. I know, I'll get to that. Oh, I gotta take the long way. Long way round. I have to stop a suicide. Excuse me? I need to ask, what would Scintilla think about this? Please. I should try and get that flower, too, for, our Mr. Clean friend. I will get the names eventually. No, it wasn't there. Yeah, it's over this way. Here, you!
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not?
Next to the stairs. Go up to the altar where you made the wrong turn before. Galerius, thank you. Actually, I really need to talk to Ulpius.
Alright, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months.
Yeah.
And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no.
Oh no. 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 Ulpius, what are you doing?
Ulpius, no, stop.
There. If you lose your balance...
You can't.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius.
All in this
just think this through.
together.
If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Or I'll talk to him. Let's see. Good luck with that. I'm out of here. No. Or I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
I will try and do better with those this time. Is this what Scintilla would want?
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
You'd never believe me if I told you.
Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
Maybe I can help solve your problem.
It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a plan.
Actually, about that.
She's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her. I can't do that.
Actually, Lucretia was able to get some silphium in time to save her life. She's going to be fine.
Oh, really? That changes things a little.
Yeah!
But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
Wait, why do you need 2,000? Oh, because it's 1,000 each. Well, no, but I could probably raise the money if you give me some time.
No. Time's up.
Oh, no.
I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Oh, I need to get that money. Oh. So until I get the money, I can't save him.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh, Lord. That poor lamb.
His suicide didn't break the golden rule. What does that mean? So what happens now?
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Aw. Oh, so actually, I didn't... What? Excuse me? Oh. Should I do it? I'm just worried I'm gonna... Just want to make sure I'm actually lined up with it. Do it? I mean, they said jump. They said to do it. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Is there a jump icon or do I... Or icon. Button? Or do I just... Do I need to run off the ledge? I mean, I guess I could try it a couple of times. Follow him. Okay. Okay. Oh, shut up, you.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate.
Huh.
Yes, thank you.
How do I get out? Oh, here we go. Oh. I'm probably gonna get in trouble if I get found here, won't I? Ooh, hello. It's the key to the exit. By the exit you can take. Oh, Lulia, to her captors, Melios and Claudia curse you to the depths. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead, because death is preferable to another day in debt. Bondage to you, my vultures pick out your livers and Tartarus for all eternity. Ooh, okay. So you said there's a key? Here? Where's... Oh, hello. Opposite side of the villa. Over here? Where is it? Oh. Through here? Oh, that's locked. I don't know where this key is, guys. Over here? Okay. It's hanging on the wall next to the door. Okay. Oh. Oh, hello. I will take that. Thank you. Sorry, it was very small. Oh, there we go. Will I get in trouble?
A day of celebration, I announce. I hereby.
There he is. Couldn't tell from the sound. Test, 1, 2, 3. Red leather, yellow leather. Who are you?
I'm not supposed to be in here.
Oh, hi. Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
Why are you locked in this room?
My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
It's our kink, thank you. Okay, so what's your story?
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I'm receiving strange women in private.
I bet it's fun. Do you know a way out of here?
Preferably the way you came in, by which I mean, please leave.
Okay, well, what do you think about the golden rule, though?
I think it's about to be broken if you don't hurry up and leave.
Do you know anything about her disappearance?
The dainty little thing from next door. Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child.
I think you're hiding something.
Well, I've had quite enough of this.
Domitius! Come quickly! We're being robbed.
Ah, crap. Hello.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above?
Maybe.
That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
Well, there we go. What's your story? Yeah, rob her and get out.
And if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
Is that correct? What will you do if you win?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
But how will you do that?
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
The golden rule is, what makes you sure it's not real?
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the golden rule is real?
Yes, but then I'll have to reset and you won't remember. He's very anti-golden rule. Let's talk about something else.
As you wish.
He's not gonna believe me. Do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
Well, what do you know about the golden rule? Or what do you think about it?
You mean the children's fable, exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
Well, do you know anything about Scintilla's disappearance?
Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter...
Heterochromia?
Trust him to protect this city.
What aren't you telling me?
Look, if you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Domitius says he saw a body there some weeks back. Of course, just to be clear, I take no responsibility for what happens to you down there.
I will be going now.
I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Oh. It would be nice to find some denarii in this rich villa.
Still here.
All right. Are you still here? Yes. I'm leaving.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkus? If I cop an earful from Malleolus, I'll be coming for you.
So do your job better, mate. Alright, let's see. What else we got?
I trust?
Yeah. I should. Yes. The Whisper said she could help me. I'm trying.
Are they? A new face. Are they? And may Vesta watch over you.
Oh.
I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
She blind? What's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Sorry, what should I have done?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction to a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way.
Alright.
Keep being
After
yourself
all that.
and ask whatever you like.
Vesta from,
Refreshing change.
It's a Wonderful Life is definitely a priestess. So how did you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
Oh, I fell through the floor. A young woman named Karen dragged me out of a river unconscious and sent me in here. That is actually true.
Karen, you say?
Yes.
And nothing about that name seemed odd to you.
It's an older name, but not uncommon where I'm from. Well, it carries negative connotations where I'm from. I think I see where this is going.
Older. I see.
Memes.
I wonder if... No.
What were you going to say?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
You're being a bit coy.
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
I may have already noticed a pattern.
You have? Then what is it?
People mentioned river. Oh, they mentioned a coin.
Yes. I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we?
Oh, maybe credit card. Mentioned a river.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
They mentioned memory lapses.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. You mentioned earlier, you met a young woman in the forest named Karen.
It's time? That's right.
I see. And was this Karen, by any chance, wearing a hood?
She was wearing a hoodie. How could you have known that?
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
It's not safe in there. An assassin just arrived.
What?
Yeah.
How could you know that? And why are you talking to me instead of doing something about it? Please, go and stop him, and come back to me once we're no longer in danger.
If you can deal with the assassin. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yes, unfortunately. I know, wow.
Help! You have to do something. A man arrived in the baths. Real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
How I don't have a weapon? Wait, who are you?
Fabia, but now's not the time. Are you going to help or not?
That was just my problem. Oh, I don't have a weapon.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
No. No. Do not go in there.
What? Why?
Just trust me.
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
I did it. So unfortunately, we have hit time. So maybe it's a good idea that we pause, we stop here for tonight. I know, what a cliffhanger. Oh no, we're taking on the assassin again. But we have hit time, so. So here, actually, let me just Save game. At 9:28. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. Yes. So now we know that he definitely thinks we're in a cult, and maybe we can say something a little bit different this time, or I don't know. I'm gonna just fly by the seat of my pants and see what happens. But in any case, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight for another fun installment of The Forgotten City. I feel like we made some really good progress. We've kind of forged some new pathways with some of the people here. We still have a lot of stuff to explore, so I'm looking forward to doing that next stream. That's going to be on, actually, it's not going to be on Monday. It's a holiday where I am on Monday. So unfortunately, it won't be on Monday. It's going to be on Tuesday at 7:30. If anything changes between now and then, Twitter down below is going to have all the details on that. Gotta find a way to make him our friend, of course, with his bow. Yes, I'm going to need that bow. I'm somehow going to get that bow. I don't know how. We'll figure it out. But in any case, we will find out on Tuesday if I can get the bow or potentially die trying. Until then, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday for some more The Forgotten City.